Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Shanna, and I will be your host tonight. I am the National Director of Restaurant and Grocery Partnership here at TripDelivers. And then I will have my trusty helper, Vincent, who is in charge of all things driver related, who will answer and read off all of our questions and answers. So I do see that Vincent has joined. Vincent, you want to say hello and introduce yourself?
Hello there. I'm Vincent. I'm actually the VP of Customer Experience. So,
A better title than I gave you.
what was that?
I said way better introduction. I gave you a different title.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, it all falls underneath that. I deal with all of the different types of customer levels of customer support, but mainly my focus is typically driver support.
Oh, good, because that's what I said. I said you're all things driver.
I am all things driver.
Perfect. How's your evening so far?
It's good. We had a very long and productive day. A lot of great updates and insights. So, very excited about tonight's call.
Perfect. Well, it looks like we have quite a few people here. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're also live on YouTube. So you guys can also see us there. And then this will also be posted on YouTube right when we're done. So what we'll do is we'll get started. I'll intermittently stop, talk to Vincent, see what kind of questions we have, see what needs to be answered, and then we just kind of go from there. Feel free to put whatever question you may have in the chat, or preferably it's the question and answer portion. We will make sure we get to everyone. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. So again, I just appreciate everyone coming. And if anyone has any questions, just feel free to put it in there and we will go from there. Here we go. All right. So, sorry about that, guys. So what we'll talk about today is we'll talk about who exactly is TripDelivers, what makes TripDelivers different. We're going to talk about our drivers, our consumers. We're going to watch a video on how exactly the app looks for both the driver and the consumer. And then we'll talk about restaurants, and then we'll open it up again for questions, comments, and concerns at the end. But I will stop periodically just to make sure we don't have any questions. So who is TripDelivers? So we're based in Las Vegas. Our executives have immense experience when it comes to building companies, building startups, and keeping them very profitable. We have with combined over 20 startup builds under their belt. So our executives know what they're doing, and there's really no task that they cannot tackle. So TripDelivers is owned by Trip Technologies, a rideshare company entering the marketplace with a unique SaaS business model. So we do offer rideshare and we do offer grocery and restaurant delivery, but we just do it totally different. So we place more money in the drivers and the restaurant's hands, and we leave more money in the consumer's pockets. So what makes TripDelivers different? So our drivers keep 100% of the ride fare and tip. Our drivers own their own business. They have their own merchant accounts, meaning the money goes directly to the driver. So total transparency. We don't take any money and then give a percentage. We don't take any money. We don't take in the money from the rider or the consumer and then give a split to the driver. The driver is their own business and it is their own merchant account. So they get the money directly from the rider or consumer. So the restaurants only pay a small flat fee per order and no commissions on orders. So all of you restaurateurs, all of those high 30, 40, 50% commissions that you've been paying to the traditional third-party companies like your DoorDashes, Uber Eats of the world, you will not pay with us. Restaurants have their own merchant account. So just like the drivers, the money goes directly to the restaurant and doesn't have to bypass through us first. TripDelivers allows restaurants to process trip delivery, in-house delivery, or pickup orders. So if you watch the rest of this presentation and you realize very quickly how much money you could save using TripDelivers, you could make us your sole delivery provider if you need a way to be able to process in-house delivery orders or pickup orders, but you just need the platform in which to allow the ordering and the payment to happen. You can do that through our app. And then consumers will see no menu markup, no service fees, and transparent order totals. So unlike some of our friends in the third-party delivery space, you sometimes don't know what your total is going to be as a consumer until you receive your receipt after you've already consumed your food and it's a few moments or hours later. That's not with us. You'll know prior to hitting submit that what your total is exactly going to be. So we'll go ahead and stop there and just see if we have any questions regarding TripDelivers and how exactly we're different. Vincent, are there currently any questions regarding the first two slides?
You're doing phenomenal. No questions just yet. So that's awesome.
Okay, excellent. So we'll jump into drivers. So it's a really easy process. So basically it's a 3-step process. The driver signs up, they submit their documents, they pick their plan, and they begin to drive. The minimum age is 18. We support cars, bikes, scooters, and motorcycles. Our drivers are background checked and all documents are approved manually, meaning our screeners look at each document to verify authenticity. So the documents submitted are a valid driver's license, a selfie to make sure you are the person in the driver's license, your insurance and registration. So our drivers, again, are business owners. They pay a monthly fee for our SaaS platform, and they make referral income from referring consumers, drivers, and restaurants. They are invested and committed to TripDelivers. So unlike some of the other platforms that you could drive with, that you necessarily don't have to commit yourself to, you could log on today and then not log on again for 90 days, 120 days. Here, they really are committed because they're making referral income, but then they're also paying that monthly fee for our SaaS platform instead of taking a commission from each ride. So they really are committed to what we do here in our process. And then for consumers, sign up is easy. It takes less than a minute. The order process is very user-friendly. It has been tested numerous times to make sure all levels of a technological user can effectively get through the process. So someone who might be new to an iPhone or a smartphone and someone who's constantly on it all day long, it's user-friendly for everyone. So we strive to have a strong menu selection, keeping our consumers coming back to order over and over again. We also do no menu markup, no service fees, and that transparent delivery fee and total. Consumers can also earn referral income by referring consumers, drivers, and restaurants. So how exactly does the app work for both? We'll watch a quick video that'll just show you kind of the flow in our app of what it looks like for both a driver signing up or a consumer.
So the rider's going to open their rider app and begin to enter their information, starting with their phone number. Once they enter their phone number, it's going to send a one-time passcode. They'll enter that one-time passcode and it'll bring them to the screen that they will begin to enter their personal information: first name, last name, email address, and username. The username can be something they enter. If it's not already in our system, it will accept it, or they can choose for one that begins to auto-populate for them. So they'll hit next, which will then bring them to the delivery screen. It's going to default currently to delivery. They can do restaurant or grocery, and they'll see what restaurants are open or closed. They can pick on the restaurant they choose. The menu will populate, and they can then order. Looks like we're going to order a burger and 2 fries and hot dogs. Then it's going to bring us to the confirmation screen where we need to confirm the delivery address. It's going to auto-populate to where you currently reside, but you can move it if you're having it delivered somewhere else. You can put in an apartment number, and then you load to the place where you can complete the order. Looks like we're going to move it down to 1 hot dog and fries instead of 2 and add a tip. So the tip is currently in dollar amounts, does have a custom box. It will soon change to percentage. From there, if you've never ordered before, it's going to ask you to enter your credit card information. And that's the standard information that it's always going to ask, like your card number, the expiration date, the CVV from the back, name on the card. And then it's also going to do your billing address, which may be different from the delivery address. So you'll enter that information here. It will ask you for your email and phone number just to confirm. So you'll enter that information and you'll save that payment. Once that payment's been saved, it's going to take you to the next screen, which is to confirm that restaurant order that you just placed. So you've done that. You see everything that you ordered, and then you swipe over to confirm. You will receive a confirmation text as well as an email. And then you can kind of track your order by going to your order history and seeing what step along the process it's currently in. From there, we'll show you what it's going to look like from the driver side. So the driver will start also with a phone number. They're going to enter that. It's going to again generate that one-time passcode that they will enter. And then they'll begin entering their information. So first name, last name, their username, which again, like a rider, you can either populate or type yourself. Gender, your email, date of birth. And then if you happen to have a referral code of someone who referred you, you could enter it there. That is an optional field. And then you'll pick what type of vehicle you have. In this instance, we have a car. And then we're going to find our address. So if I'm currently signed up where I'm sitting, it'll populate. You will currently have to enter a state again. However, once we get our geofencing complete, that will come off. You'll enter your social security number, which will take you to the next screen, which is entering all of your documentation. So you're gonna upload your driver's license from your either photos, or you can take a photo. You're gonna have to do a selfie to make sure that it fits, matches with that driver's license. And once you've done that, it then is going to ask for your insurance information and your vehicle registration information. So once you've uploaded that, you then will be done in the process until you are approved. So until those documents are approved, you won't be able to do any rides, and you're agreeing to those terms. And then of course, like I said, you can't purchase. So on our side, this is what our admin looks like. This allows us to go in and see what drivers are pending that have uploaded their documents that need approval. So part of our approval process is we'll go through, verify the documents. We can deny one or more of the documents based on various reasons, like blurred image or something to that effect. And we can also approve right on the spot. So after the 4 required documents have been approved, that driver then becomes active in the system. Once they're active in the system, they then will be able to complete deliveries and turn their driver app on. So it looks like we're still disapproving a few of the documents here. And you'll see that they then become an active driver, and they then sit in the active status. So then we'll come back into the driver app because now they've been approved. So it's going to show us our 2 choices, the side hustler and the pro driver. They'll be able to pick what subscription model they want. And looks like this one is going to be the side hustler, and they'll be able to purchase. Because I've never made a purchase before as a driver, I will have to enter the card information. This is the card that I would want to pay with now. It will also remain as your monthly reoccurring card, but it can easily be changed in your back office as well. So we're entering our information. We then will have to do billing address because it may be different from where you currently sit. So all of that will be entered like it was for the rider. And will again also ask for your email and phone number. Now, once that has been saved, it is going to bring us on in this process, which will allow someone to finally toggle on their driver app. So gonna have to confirm again that I wanted that side hustler, I want to charge it to that card, and now I'm done. So great thing is we will enter your ask then for your banking information. So we are going to ask for your routing number, your account number. We're going to ask for your tax ID or EIN. Also could be a social security number. The direct deposit type. So are we going to do this a checking or a savings? And then we're also going to ask your account type, whether that is going to be a personal account or a commercial account. So once that's been done and saved, you are official. So it'll populate to the map, and from there you can go to your menu and toggle it on, and you are now ready to drive. So from there, you sit and you wait, and then guess what? You're going to have an order come through. So it's going to give you a ringtone, and it's going to give you a pop-up that's going to say, would you like to accept this order? And it's going to then populate the menu. The directions, and the directions are going to take you to the restaurant, and the restaurant, once you arrive, you'll hit arrive, and it's going to bring you into the information for the order, who you're picking up. Once you're ready to leave, you will then hit start delivery. And then once you arrive at your location, you'll mark it as delivered, and then you'll be able to rate your experience. So once you populate back in as the rider, you get a push notification that your order was delivered, and you'll be able to rate your experience as well. And then you'll be able to see that your ongoing orders will change along the process. So if you'll see this one moved on to prepare, and then the first one, it's complete because it was delivered. So that is for merchant.
All right. So that is what it looks like for both signing up as a driver and a consumer. So I think we'll wait right there. Vincent, do we have any questions we need to cover as of that point there?
Yes, actually, Ron Haslam asks, he has two questions. First question is, what about restaurants? Can they also sign up without a referral code?
So currently you will need a referral link. So someone will invite you to be a merchant with us, and you will sign up using that link. As you sign up, you will not be creating a referrer link, because only drivers and riders are referrers. But if you are a restaurant decision maker or a restaurant owner, and you want to be able to bring your favorite drivers from other third-party deliveries or your consumers over as consumers, you would sign up personally as a consumer, and then you would share your refer and earn links that way. Does that make sense? Vincent, did that make sense to you?
It makes sense,
Okay.
which kind of answers his first question, or his other question. What if they just go to the main website and try to sign up? Who gets the credit for that sign up?
So right now there is not an active link for restaurateurs to be able to sign up without having a link. Now they could email us, and if they email us, we will find them someone in their area that can get them a referral link to sign up. That may change in the future, but right now there is not a way they could sign up without having a link.
And then the last question was, is it still 72 hours before a restaurant gets their earnings?
Yes. So that just comes from our credit card processor. They say up to 72 hours. So depending on what bank the restaurant banks and what bank with a credit card processor, and if it's a Friday versus a Monday, lots of various factors go into play. They say up to 72 hours.
Okay. And can a restaurant set up their own staff members as drivers and get the delivery fare?
So the staff would have to sign up with us as a driver, and then they would submit all of their documents and either be approved or denied based on background and documents. And if they were approved and they turned their app on, they could accept orders, but keep in mind that you wouldn't just be getting orders from us. Now, if you used your in-house delivery, we are not approving your drivers. Those are your in-house delivery. And so that kind of negates your question because they're your in-house drivers. But if you wanted them to be a trip delivery driver, then they couldn't be yours and ours at the same time because they might get orders from other restaurants. Vincent, does that make sense?
That did, and maybe in the future that could be something suggested that restaurants could assign their own staff as kind of a priority since they're already there. However, right now that's not a feature.
Yeah, it would just be ours or yours, so in-house or TripDelivers, but not both at the same time. Well, the same person couldn't be both at the same time.
Correct. And if they were to log in, they actually could get an order from a restaurant next door
Right.
and have to go do that one. So yeah, that'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's it for now for questions, unless you're.
All right, we will continue on.
Okay.
All right, so how does TripDelivers work for restaurants? So TripDelivers offers delivery without any third-party commissions. So you as the restaurateur pay a $149.99 one-time activation fee. This pays for your tablet or POS integration fee. It's your menu upload, it's the marketing that we send you, and it's your onboarding fee. The restaurant will then pay a low flat fee of either $3 per order delivery, or if someone through our app is choosing that they're going to pick up, or you're using your own in-house delivery, the price is $2. Or if you choose to have an even deeper discount, you can become a member and you pay an annual membership fee of $99.99, which drops your per order delivery rate to $2 and your consumer pickup or in-house delivery down to $1. So let's make sure we got that. So as a restaurateur, I love TripDelivers. I want my menu up now. I want to go. I'm going to pay $149.99. And then because I know that I'm going to be getting more than 100 orders this year, I'm going to choose to do the annual membership of $99.99 from now on. Every time somebody orders through TripDelivers and our drivers are delivering it, all you pay is $2. Now, if a consumer chooses to pick up or you have your own drivers and they choose to have your drivers deliver, then it is $1. Your funds will be deposited into that merchant. So currently not all of our markets are live. So until that time, sorry guys, my internet was unstable. I wanted to make sure we got past that. So until until your market where your particular restaurant is set goes live, at the time that you sign up, you're only paying $1. Basically hold your spot. When the market goes ready to launch, so hey, we're 2 weeks away from turning on the lights here to take orders, your activation fee will be charged then. So that is, I'm going to stop there. But keep in mind that as of right now, restaurants sign up, they're only paying $1. Then once the market goes live or ready to go live, they'll pay the activation fee of $149.99. And if they want to do the membership, they will have the choice to do it at that time. I'm going to pause. Vincent, any questions?
Just one.
Okay.
Does TripDelivers send a tablet to restaurants for incoming orders at sign up, or do we provide our own?
Nope, we will do that. So we'll go over what kind of happens after a restaurant signs up with TripDelivers in just a moment, which includes how and when your tablet is shipped. Perfect. So we'll keep going. So let's just do some simple math here. So let's say an industry average for a delivery order is $38.89. Let's say you do that same order 20 times per day, which equals out to 140 orders per week, 560 orders per month. That is $21,778 in sales per month. If you expand that out annually, that's 261,340 sales for the year. Now, if you were paying your Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDashes of the world a 30% commission, you are paying them $87,113 per year in commission. I'm gonna let that sink in for 1 second. $90,000 is the difference between opening up a second location. It's the difference between being profitable and not. It is a lot of money. And if you're doing that with 3 different third-party delivery companies, it adds up very quickly. So let's just look at some quick math. So on Uber Eats website, they show that they charge a $350 activation fee. They also show that their standard commission is 30%. So let's say that you took that $350 activation fee and you say, okay, what does that cost me if I stayed with this for 12 months? So it's $29.17. So let's say they do 200 orders and they're all delivery and they're at 30% commission. It's $1,800 in commission, and that's assuming a $30 average order. So to gain those 200 orders, it's going to cost you in commissions and that monthly activation fee or that annual activation fee broken up monthly, $1,829.17. Could be your rent that month. Now at TripDelivers, if you took that same formula of 200 orders, it would look a lot different. So let's say that you are going to be a member. So you're going to pay the $99.99. Then you have your activation fee of $149.99. Break those up monthly. You're looking at $12.49 and $8.33. And then because you're a member, all of those orders are $2 each. That's $400. And then with Uber Eats, they pay your credit card processing fee. So you will see that on ours, you have that merchant account. There is a credit card processing fee. It's low, 2.9%, and that's across the board for all types of cards: American Express, Discover, Visa, MasterCard. So that's $174. There is a 5-cent per swipe fee, so $10. So those same 200 orders that cost you over $1,800 with Uber Eats only cost you $604 with TripDelivers. So if you took that same math and you took it per year, you're looking at a savings of $14,000 by using TripDelivers over a traditional third party. So you guys think it's wonderful. You want to be with TripDelivers. How do you do it? And what happens next? So whomever invited you to this particular informational sharing will send you a link. You'll click on that link and you sign up very easily. You basically put in your address, your name, your phone number, your username, and your password. After you do that, you are signed up and ready to go. You will pay the $1, which is your holding your spot, or what we're calling your temporary activation fee. At that time, you will tell us if you'll receive an email. And that email will ask you a little bit more information, like for your logo and for your menu. And then it'll ask you if you need a tablet or if you're going to use POS integration. And at that time, you choose. If you're choosing a tablet, then it's going to be shipped out to you. If you're choosing POS integration, then we will be in touch to get that integrated with you. Simultaneously, your menu is being created in our system. We will send you a link to approve that menu, make sure everything is correct. And then you're live and ready to go for orders. So we make it super simple and we make it pretty easy and very similar to the other third-party platforms. So if anyone has ever signed up with one of those, they'll see that this process, they should be used to it because it's very similar. So that is TripDelivers and how we are totally different, not only from the driver side, the consumer side, but also on the restaurant side. So I'd like to open it up now to any other questions, comments, or concerns. Vincent, what do you have for us?
So we've got a few on here, and I'm actually going to go to the YouTube live and look at some of the questions that might be there. The restaurant pays the $1 pickup fee, not the consumer.
Say that again.
Who pays the $1 pickup fee, the restaurant or the consumer?
So the $1 pickup fee is paid by the restaurant. It's basically like it's in lieu of a commission on your particular order. Now on the consumer side, we don't have any service fees and we don't have any menu markup. So they have no additional fee there. And because they're picking up, instead of choosing delivery, they have no delivery fee. So basically we are the ordering platform that hosts your menu and your payment, which allows them to order and pay through our platform. And then you get the money directly. Vincent, did that make sense?
That did.
Okay.
Is there a dedicated driver support number? If not, is there a general customer service phone number, or will there be?
Yes to both.
And consumer acquisition is very expensive. How do you suggest we share the Riders app?
So if that's a restaurateur asking, very easily, I'm sure you have a mailing list, you have social media, sharing the link and getting consumers signed up is great. Also, as we continue to add additional restaurants and continue to go live, you will see that our marketing is placed on doors through, the window clings and table toppers that we provide for you through that marketing, that will only help to increase the awareness with consumers and get them signed up. Also, as we spoke about in the beginning, drivers, consumers, they earn referral credit. So they're going to want to refer the drivers and want to refer the consumers, because when those consumers make an order, they make a little bit of money being the referrer of that consumer. So we do give a really nice incentive to get the sharing to occur.
Okay. Question from YouTube is, when will the tablet be shipped? After the $1 registration, or when or before the area opens?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
When will the tablet be shipped, or will it be after the $1 registration, or when the area opens?
So when the area is like when we know about 2 weeks out that area is going live and your full activation fee of the $149.99 is charged, then you will receive your menu link to approve and your tablet will be shipped. We're not going to ship tablets until we know when that market's going to go live, because the worst thing you could do is have a box sitting in a restaurant for a long time because you not necessarily sure where it may disappear to.
Are there any advantages of POS integration versus the tablet?
It's really operationally speaking how you prefer it in your restaurant. If you like things very streamlined with POS and you currently run with every other third party company, you probably have 3 tablets sitting next to your POS right now. And you can start eliminating some of those by doing integration, but it would really just operationally be what you prefer.
Did you say that we can use our own merchant system or we use Trip's merchant processing?
So you use Trips, it's already built into our software. So it is your own merchant account through our platform. So it will be different than what you currently use with your swiper in your store, but it will be yours, as in you're the only one that has access to it through our system.
Okay. No more questions on Zoom, so I'm just going to pop over here real quick to YouTube and see if there's any questions there or any questions in our chat. But I think that's it for the other questions here.
Perfect.
Sorry. How much does a driver get paid and where does the fee come from, the restaurant or the consumer?
So the driver's going to get paid from the consumer. So the consumer is going to pay a delivery fee, not a service fee or menu markup, but they will pay a delivery fee. And our drivers keep 100% of the fare and the tip. So depending on how far away they are from a restaurant, depends on how much they're going to pay. But it comes from the consumer. And we guarantee that the drivers will make at least $5.50 on that or per delivery, but that is only for a 1 mile. If it's further than 1 mile, then the consumer does pay more. So then the driver does make more.
This question comes from Angie, and I believe the answer is hopefully in the third phase of our rollout. But the question is, will you be able to have 2 tip lines, one for the restaurant and one for the delivery driver? I know that a few apps do offer tipping after the fact if you want to tip the restaurant for the delicious food. So I believe we were talking about adding that to our third version of the app, and it could be there before we launch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that is correct. So we definitely want to make sure both people are tipped appropriately. Are they really menu markups? I've placed a few orders to Uber Eats and I didn't see a markup. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't see it, but it's definitely there. Restaurants have the ability to mark up the menu, and sometimes third-party companies do it on their own and they keep that profit. But absolutely, and it doesn't happen in every single restaurant, but it definitely does occur. And if you have a frequent restaurant that you go to, and then maybe you made a delivery from a third-party provider, you'll see it's a significantly higher, not only from the delivery fee and the service fee that you're paying, but also you'll notice that certain items are more expensive than they would be if you were eating in the restaurant. So absolutely it happens.
Will we have any marketing assets for social media and ad copy?
Yep, definitely. If that's coming from a restaurateur, definitely part of that onboarding process and your activation fee includes some window clings so that you could add the TripDelivers logo to your others, and then tabletops. And then we also will provide you in your back office information, including our logo, and a JPEG that you can use, and some social media post or email drafts that you could use if you have a marketing list in-house, or if you wanted to post us on your social media. So we'll definitely give you some ideas of what to post.
And Angie owns 2 locations. Can she have different menus for each restaurant?
Absolutely. And both locations will be treated differently in our system. So they'll have separate logins, they'll have separate menu approval, separate tablets, obviously. So we will definitely treat both locations as separate entities.
And you got a huge, with 2 exclamation points. Thank you, Shanna.
You're welcome.
There are no more questions.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I hope you learned something new. If you happen to think of any additional questions, feel free to reach out to the person who invited you tonight. Also, the person that invited you will probably be following up with a link for you to sign up. If you happen to have any questions, comments, concerns, and for some reason cannot reach that person, you can always reach out to support@TripDelivers.com. Feel free also to head over to the Google Play or Apple Store, download our delivery and our rider apps. You can sign up and begin sharing those to get additional people to sign up. And then if you are a restaurateur and you want to sign up, I bet those links will be coming to you very soon. Vincent, one more pass on any additional questions? If not,
Actually, it's been asked that you go over one more time the $3 and $2 fees.
yep. Okay, perfect. So you pay your one-time activation fee of $149.99. You then have the ability to become a member by paying $99.99. If you are a member, your price per order drops. So if you are having a pickup or your delivery drivers are delivering that order, it's $1. If it is being delivered by TripDelivers drivers, it is a $2. So you are a restaurateur, you probably have been on a third-party delivery platform. They are charging you a high commission of 30 or higher percentage. This totally reverses, and I know it gets confusing, but it's just a simple low flat fee. So an order comes in, $2 goes to Trip. The rest of that money is yours. So if you did not want to be a member and simply said, I don't want to pay the $99.99 right now, you can always upgrade later. That price per order would change to $3 if we're delivering it, or $2 if your delivery drivers are delivering it or the consumer is picking up. Vincent, did that have any additional questions?
Nope, no additional questions on that. So we're good.
Perfect. So I hope everyone has a great evening. Again, reach out to the person who invited you if you happen to have any additional questions or concerns, support@TripDelivers.com. And I hope everyone has a wonderful night. And if you need anything, just let us know. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.